Brought to you by Penguin. A Little Trickerie by Rosanna Pike. Read by Laura Aikman. A Roof in Return. Somewhere near Newmarket, May 1500. Ma had said she would give the cordwainer man a baby, the thing he could not get from his dull-as-ditchwater wife, and we would get a roof in return. That baby child would be born, and when it was out, then the cordwainer would discard the woman called his wife by hook or by crook, and we would live there in that neat stone house and eat from clay plates like the kings we were. Or so said my ma, who was oftentimes mistook. "Finally, Tibb!" she did holler with a big hoot, and fuck knows we have waited for it. And we did dance like two lunatics from the madhouse since we had dreamt of a roof for all of time. I can't say how long the cordwainer man would have lived there with us, since my ma was partial to that naughty game of throat-sletting by then. But in any case, that question did not matter one piece. The problem went like this. There we were these months later outside our soon-to-be house, and the baby still had a purple rope hanging from its belly, and my ma was still walking with her legs apart like a duck, and the cordwainer man did look like there were two perfect strangers standing on his own doorstep. He was like a bun on two legs. Perhaps there was a pudding stuffed up that fine wool doublet. "It is me," said my ma, and she was all pale in her lovely face and sweaty, since it was only recently she was saying, Oh, Tibb," and cursing around like a sick pig, while that person called my sister climbed her way out. "Oh, yes," he said very slowly, and he did examine her with his bead eyes and say, "A girl? I did not order a girl, dear." Well, that was some sinking feeling, and I did wonder if my stomach was tumbling out of my arsehole. And such a waft of leather at the door from his shoemaking business, my nose was wrinkled up like a currant. "I shall tell your wife," she did hiss, for my ma had some sharp tongue on her, though never for her own Tibb. He fingered his chin, which was covered in fluff. "Well, I cannot see my face in this child at all. I will deny that thing, and furthermore, I will have you both corrected, since don't you know vagrancy is outlawed?" I scowled, because he did not mind it so much when he was wriggling around on top of my ma. "Did you think of that then, sir?" Bang went the wood door, and we did disappear towards that barn where he kept us those last months in secret from his boring wife. "I should have known it, Tibb," she breathed. "And have I not always said to beware the fuckers?" Ma was leaning on me like she was an old crone, and she was getting closer and closer to that trailed with blood ground, so by the time we were back she was mostly crawling. Perhaps she truly loved the man. I couldn't be sure, since Ma was always bending to the left and the right with her thoughts, and she did fall into love and out of it too quick to keep up. Now this hay is all red in here and sticky from that birth, but she is sitting on it, and I am crouching in front of her, and that baby is going suck and suck for its little life. "This is some horseshit, Tibb," she croaks, "and would you pass me that beer?" Well, she is reaching out for that wood tankard which we pilfered from an inn some time back for the purpose of collecting water, but more commonly beer for my ma. In fact, there is only goat milk in it now, and not much left of it besides. That tiny baby called my sister rolls off her chest and cries on the ground, so I pick her up, and this bleating life is all hot and squashed in my hands, and I should hope I'm not breaking it. "There is no beer, Ma." "Ah," she says in a long string like she is a cockerel, because beer is medicine for my ma. Then, "I have never given you a roof, Tibb." And she says sorry, and I am starting to leak from the eyes. "Would you find a nice roof, Tibb?" she whispers. "And would you take your sister there too?" "Ma," I say, because I don't much like how she is talking, like she is going somewhere, and nor do I like that shiny blood which is leaking out of her underneath part and making the hay.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?